This time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Carr now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Falcons very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. But that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On play action, it's Carr. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Ritter back to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Ready?
Going play action. Ritter. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And it's fielded at the 34. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
What now?
And now Carr changing the formation. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Carr going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 3rd down and very long. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Leo Chenal. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team charge that should be in top 4.
I agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Ritter off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, and it's 3rd down. You look at the Saints defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They're scoreless after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with, and there's a completion right there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Falcons at 8-2 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch here for London, and also a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On play action, here's Ritter. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Red, cycle.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion.
Let's go.
No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ready.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom picks it, and the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Your mark. 93.
Looking to throw. He completes it to Olave. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It gets this complete to Shaheed. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Grupe able to add the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, break.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Ready.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready.
Ritter. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
What down? That's right.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 9. To throw his car. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The point after, good by Grupe. And it's now 14-0. 14. Falcons nothing. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Ridder with it after the play fake. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Carr now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So Carr departs, and on his Blake Grupe for the Saints field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range. They got his man, complete! Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw, Ridder. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Black shot.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ridder again. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Off the play fake, it's Ridder. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Ritter will set up to throw it. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Ritter. And he fires one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Fight. Ready?
Ritter now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely needed to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Hey, 734.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a play fake. Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Grupe able to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Falcons 3.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ritter back to throw. Flush to his right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Carr. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That is caught, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
18-yard line.
93. 808. That's it.
Here's Carr to throw. And he's got it. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Down.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Groupie for the extra point.
For the point after.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Saints 31, Falcons 3.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 35-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Here we go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Ready.
Ritter off the play fake. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
35-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Check Fury. Hey.
In motion right, that's Hardman.
Hut.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
You're mine.
On play action, now Carr. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Grupe for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 3.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Go
And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. That one deep for London. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Ritter to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Black Ultra. Set.
Ritter. And that will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. There he goes, right side. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Grupe for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Falcons 3.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Go and play action. Ritter. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, Let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Drill green. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense can very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
6-18.
Carr now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Try to pound it in, Kamara, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
52, Falcons 3.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Ready. Hut, hut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He can't get him down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, this was a